Well, they say you can't keep a good man out of, I guess, his own business, but it's WrestleMania weekend. I told you that you can't have a WrestleMania without Vince McMahon somewhere lurking around. And I guess this would be considered breaking news, but Vince McMahon enters employment agreement with WWE retroactive to January 9th, 2023. I guess you would say a shocker.
2025.
No. I'm saying it's retroactive to January of this year.
Oh,
I'm not shocked.
Yeah, I read it's a 2-year deal with it could go for an extended year or something like that.
Yeah, but the deal goes back to January. They signed it for March 29th, 2023, but the agreement is retroactive to January 9th, 2023, which means the old man has been lurking through the halls of Titan Tower for a couple of months.
Yeah, almost 2-3 months now. I was sitting enjoying a nice quiet evening and the story came across my phone and I was like, oh my gosh, we gotta run down and cover this. We had said it earlier, there's no way he would stay away completely, right? I said it, and I said it a long time ago. Like it's so Vince. This is so Vince. You know what I mean? I also read that his new WWE contract also gives him the rights to adapt his own story for film. Because we need more Vince McMahon in our lives, don't we?
Well, that piggybacks off the Netflix documentary, I think, that was canceled. So that must be a continuation of that story. But also remember, there was that weird Bradley Cooper vehicle that he was supposed to be playing Vince McMahon that I guess got canceled.
Bradley Cooper?
Yeah. There was a whole thing where Bradley Cooper was supposed to play Vince McMahon.
Interesting.
And I think that might have been the movie. Maybe I could be wrong in connecting it, but that was maybe the movie where the one Thor brother, whichever one, the what's his name?
Hemsworth?
Hemsworth, one of the Hemsworth brothers. Yeah, one of them was playing Hogan. And I think Bradley Cooper was Vince. Maybe I'm connecting two different movies, but yeah, Bradley Cooper was to play Vince McMahon. Now, I don't know if that's the same universe, but
now I'm looking at there's a million stories, right? Every site, it's popping up all over the place. The number that I've seen for the 2-year deal is 7.6 million. Did you see that number?
Okay, so I did not see that. I thought I saw 4 something.
I see a $7.6 million in cash or equity, it says.
Okay, yeah, I thought I saw 4.3 somewhere.
Well, look, both numbers are very appealing to me.
I mean, dollars to donuts, folks. I mean, that's really
2.9 billion. Billion, not million. Billion with a B like boy, according to Forbes magazine. So, this is probably like a little bit of chump change for him, but good Lord, that's a lot of money for 2 years worth of work.
Yeah, it really is. But okay, so again, it's WrestleMania weekend, 2 nights worth of WrestleMania, which is overkill to the maximum degree because these shows are extremely long.
Right.
And yes, they are getting a lot of people on, but they're also leaving a lot of people off of these shows. They're including SmackDown as part of the WrestleMania festivities. That's how many people they need to include. But now the biggest story going into the weekend is not the Hall of Fame. It's not Cody Rhodes. It's not the Usos and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. It's Vince McMahon is back.
If I'm a writer, I let Vince open WrestleMania night 1. I let him do that ignorant ass strut down the ramp, down that 8-mile long ramp, and he would get the pop of the century.
Do you think so? You think
I think so. I think so.
You think we dial it back to 1986 with Vince McMahon in the frilly bow tie? Welcome to WrestleMania.
No, I wouldn't go that far, but I feel like with the stories, the way they've been teeter-totting, is he there? Is he not there? Is he there? And then boom, here he comes and he opens up the show. I think he would get a massive pop. I really do. I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be in the majority. I mean the minority when I say that. But I just, no one, when the story first broke, I don't think anybody thought that he'd be appearing at WrestleMania. I think they thought he was just going to be like maybe like a silent partner or just doing things in the distance. But if he came out on night one opening segment, I think that place would erupt. I really do.
I don't know, because WrestleMania crowds are usually predominantly, an outside crowd. It's a lot of international
But it's
fans coming.
California.
No, they're
It's Cal.
usually very
It's not like it's
the
Philly or New
lackadaisical
York.
crowd.
I, they're a little more laid back. Like, hey, this is cool. Like, I feel like this WrestleMania, this crowd, man, I think he would get such a monster pop. I don't know. Again, I could be minority in saying that, but I think with everything going down and this just breaking right before the show tomorrow, I think he'd be way over. Especially if when he does that walk, it's kind of like he's a robot that's like malfunctioning. Like his joints and his arms, like his shoulders, like they look, it just looks weird.
Like the guy on the side of the road with selling the used cars.
Wacky Noodle, but his hands are down. You know what I mean? Like it's so obnoxious. It's great.
It's gotten exaggerated over the years. Now, the January 9th date is when he was appointed the executive chairman. So that was the last time we really had the big Vince McMahon story hit the news. And we did the whole, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's back. I thought he was gone. This is crazy. Nick Khan was doing that interview with, I think it was Bill Simmons, where all the, the super nerdy marks were all like, oh my God, he's so mean. He's so this, he's so that. And Nick Khan, you just see him sitting across the table from Vince McMahon. Did you see that Bill Simmons interview a few months ago?
I did not. No.
I personally thought Nick Khan came off awesome. I thought he was great. He just reminded me of every businessman that I ever saw, like in New York City, with the slick back hair and the nice, open suit with the chest sticking out. He just came off like an asshole and a guy who could control the room. Perfect for the WWE environment. Vince McMahon could probably get in fights where they want to kill each other and then walk around the next corner, and these guys are making millions. So the fact that he's back, I'm not shocked in the slightest bit. But, man, again, taking the spotlight away from WrestleMania, that is so Vince McMahon.
It's so Vince. Well, I'm looking at the Hollywood Reporter right now, so I just want to read a tidbit of it. It says McMahon's new contract runs for 2 years. The annual compensation package is valued at $7.6 million, with the right to be extended in 1 year increments after that. So it could go beyond a year extension, after the first year. It says, however, the company is on the market and may get sold this year. WWE CEO Nick Khan told CNBC last month that McMahon is 100% open to selling to a company that decides it doesn't want to keep him around, which to me is kind of interesting. It says, according to the employment agreement, McMahon would receive a $6.8 million lump cash payment in the event of a sale, plus a pro rata payout of his incentive bonus for the year, which could potentially be another $2.1 million. He will also see all uninvested shares vest, likely delivering a $4.3 million payout if a deal is closed this year. So he is making money hand over foot. Hand over foot. So he gets at least $11 million if they sell. And then there could be additional compensation depending on timing and share price, which is mind-blowing to me.
Jump change. That's merchandise money in the Attitude Era.
I mean, I guess for him, but for just a Joe Schmo like myself, that is
my God, forget about it. Back to heaven.
Life-changing money.
Now, the 4.7 that I was talking about before is the filing. The filing last night reporting he received a stock award with a market value of 4.7 million. So he's just getting money left and right. I mean, this is just unbelievable, the amount of money that's just getting thrown at him left. It's like crazy.
So also it says about what I said about the life story. It says in the section about the McMahon intellectual property and life story, that is unusual for an employee agreement like this one. McMahon has run the WWE for decades. He's long appeared in the ring as a performer because his stage name is Mr. McMahon. It says the agreement guarantees him and his successors the right to his own IP, while it gives the company the right to use his IP on a non-exclusive basis. So his previous employment agreement granted the company rights to commercial work based on his life. So then again, there's just money after money after money. There are so many opportunities for Vince within the next 3 years, whether they sell or they don't sell. He's getting paid left and right.
Now, I also read in the midst of all this, and this popped up randomly, Bruce Pritchard denies Vince McMahon has anything to do with creative. Just randomly, out of the blue. The quote was, he hasn't had any creative input yet. He's made it to one TV and had nothing to say other than great show. Thank you guys in that regard. He is busy working on the business end of things and has given us free reign. Do you believe that?
Not 100%, I don't. Because, I mean, even like when I worked there years ago and to this day, when I talk to friends who work there, they're always like, the final word is Vince McMahon, bar none. It could go, through the writers, through whoever, through Steph when she was there, through Triple H, but the final word was always Vince McMahon. So I find it a little difficult to believe that he doesn't have any say whatsoever. And again, I'm not there. I could be wrong, but this is just me with the little bit of insider information that I have and working there and seeing how things happen. I don't believe it. Not 100%.
Somebody's ears must be ringing.
Oh, his ears are bleeding right now. That poor man. His ears are on fire.
Because, if anybody needs a conspiracy theorist to answer that question, I've thought from the beginning that he's still had input on creative. He's still been involved in the business. He stepped down for the public relations reasons and the stockholder reasons, but he's never, ever going to be gone until they put that shovel into the ground. He's never going to be gone from WWE. And that's the bottom line. I hate to say it like that.
Well, no. And we have a saying that, wrestling is in your veins. It's like a drug. And once you are in it, it is hard to get out of it. And a lot of us have tried. A lot of us have left, done other things, but we always come back for that one signing that was close to home because it was convenient. And one turns into 2 and 2 turns into 10. And then you're on the road, 50 days a year doing these signings again. And it just becomes crazy. A man like Vince McMahon, who had so much power and owned his own company and made it an empire. Do you think that's easy to walk away from?
No, absolutely not.
No, it's not. And just him, he's got to be vain in some point. He's got to be saying, well, I'm Vince McMahon. It's my company. I should be at WrestleMania. I should be doing this. I mean, in my mind, the first thing you think of when you think of WWE is Vince McMahon.
Right.
There's no other name that comes to mind first besides Vince's. And if you say elsewise, you're wrong. Sorry, you are. Vince McMahon will always be associated with WWE. So when he left, everybody was shocked, but we all said he didn't really leave. There's something going on that we're not privy to, and it's going to pop out just like all the women popped up years later. Now this information's popping up, and the wrestling world is going nuts.
That guy in the mailroom over there looks a lot like Vince, but he's wearing like a fake mustache. It's weird. He looks a lot like Vince down there.
So does the cameraman with the Libre mask.
I'm not Vince McMahon, pal.
Hey.
Kidding me?
No, but he was walking like this when he was walking down the hallway.
Yeah. No, you're exactly right. And all the boys and everybody involved in all the independent promotions and WrestleCon essentially are working this weekend because of the guy who just got signed to WWE
So crazy.
officially on the 29th of March.
I'm telling you, I don't know. Like we asked the question before, is this good for business? Is Mr. McMahon being back good for business? Is it best for business? We don't know. Time will tell.
I think you just got yourself a video title. Is this good for business?
Is this best for
Is
business?
this best for business? There you go. And there's a
before,
phrase
but we
that
have
he
to use it.
created.
We have to use it again because it's Vince McMahon, and that's what he does. That's his line. So it's shocking, but not shocking. Like, I don't know. The timing is just boom. Tomorrow's WrestleMania. The story comes out the day before. I don't know. Could you script it any better? I don't think so. Now there's more of a buzz. Maybe this was a marketing ploy. Is Vince McMahon going to be seen on camera at WrestleMania? We don't know. We have to watch. We have to see, you know?
That's a damn good point.
Is he still a draw? We don't know. I think so. I think he's going to come out. I think he's going to get a massive pop. I think he's going to wear a gray suit with a red tie, and he's just going to be I just got a vision in my head of Vince McMahon strutting down, and massive pop. I think he's opening tomorrow night, day one.
Give me an old school welcome to WrestleMania.
Welcome to WrestleMania. What is it, 39?
39.
39. Oh, my God. Insane.
Do you remember the first WrestleMania that you watched live?
No. No.
You don't? Now, as a fan, you don't remember?
No.
For me, the first one I remember watching live was WrestleMania 4.
No.
Because I started watching in 87, and 4 was the first one that occurred.
Okay. No, I don't. I really don't. Again, I was a late bloomer with this wrestling stuff, so I had to catch up and go back and watch certain things. And yeah, I'm not good at naming WrestleManias, naming shows. I'm not good at the name game. We'd be in the car driving. It'd be my turn. I'd panic. I can't remember.
Bill Stansky.
Can I use this shoot name? Is that an option? No, it's not. You suck. Get out of here. Anyway, yeah, I just thought this was breaking news, and you know, to some they'll just write it off like, yeah, we knew he was still there. But if you're listening, put in the comments below. Do you think he will open the show tomorrow at WrestleMania? What do you think? Do you think he will be on the show tomorrow night, Sunday night? It's a 2-night extravaganza.
Yeah,
I love saying that word, by the way.
Extravaganza.
Extravaganza. Yes, it's so fancy. Do you think he'll appear on camera?
I do. I think he will appear in some fashion. I do.
Okay. All right. Well, my money's on him opening the show.
Opening the show is a bold statement. I don't know if it's opening, but I think he'll be there in some fashion.
Is the online betting happening? Because I need to get with my bookie and bet on him opening.
I don't know
the
if
show.
it's I don't know if it's just yet. The prop bets, how much you have on Vince, coming from somewhere.
Is he going to open the show? Is he going to appear in the second, third?
It would have to be a coordinated appearance, because I don't think he can do a run-in. If you've seen Vince lately, he's not running anywhere.
I think he would do a hobble in, but just to be fair, most of us would just do a hobble in at this point. So
they would have to. They'd have to run him in with a car, like, there's Vince.
No shade to Vince whatsoever. If you saw the Battleground show from December with all of us walking and getting in the ring.
You did great.
Did great, but a little older. A little slower. But yeah, so there you have it, folks. Leave in the comments. Let us know what you think. And this is breaking news.
Breaking news. I didn't have time to load it. I would like to get something like that. But remember, so we're here on YouTube now. Remember to join the channel, get that channel membership, exclusive content starting April 1st.
April
tomorrow.
1st.
I'm going to load up.
It is not an April Fool's joke. Everybody's leaving comments. Is this an April Fool's joke? It is not an April Fool. If it was, then we would put it up on April 1st. Like, we wouldn't say it ahead of time. It's not an April Fool's joke. It's channel membership. It's $5. It's cheap. And you're going to get all, I don't know. Read the comments.
I saw it. I didn't think
people are leaving all kinds of comments. I hope it's not an April Fool's joke. I don't like April Fool's Day. I don't celebrate it. I don't do that joke crap. We're here to entertain, and we got rid of the Patreon, and now we are exclusive to YouTube, and we are going to give you your bang for your buck. So for $5, you're going to get a bunch of cool content, and we want to hear from you. So if you haven't subscribe, ring the bell so you get the notifications, give us a like, and leave a comment down below, and know that we love you.
That's right. So check out that first video is dropping tomorrow. It's going to be a special exclusive. So check it out. And if you like that, you'll want to grab a membership and come back for more. So we will get out of here for tonight. And want to do, I guess we'll do plugs. We're ending. It's like a podcast style recording. Right. So you want to follow me? It's at ChadEMB on Twitter, and on Instagram, it's at IB Exclusives.
Across the board on social media, you can find me at ECW Diva Francine. And with that, that's a wrap. Hey YouTube, it's the Queen of Extreme Francine letting you know that starting April 1st, YouTube will be the home for the Eyes Up Here experience. Along with my co-host Chad, we will be bringing you the best interviews with the hottest stars from wrestling and the entertainment industry. Plus, channel members get access to exclusive video content that includes watch-alongs and much, much more. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get the notifications, and I hope to see you at our next live.